Well, one of my past students, Dot, is staying here for 10 days to have a nice time and do a bit of painting again and enjoy each other's company. And she's here working away, helping out, cleaning up the house and weeding the garden for me, which is absolutely fantastic. Quite happy for any guests to come and do that for me. Well, Dot, are you enjoying your holiday?
It's been hard
working.
Work.
And you would have been here a day. But the accommodation's all right?
Yes, it's lovely.
And the food was okay so far?
Yes, it is.
And the walks you've had, you enjoyed those?
Absolutely.
So you would recommend this place, would you, to any other art students?
I would.
Right, we're going to paint later in the week, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
But anyway, I'm grateful for your help anyway. Thanks, Dot. After all our hard work, she now deserves a cup of tea and a lie down because she's done a great job today. And my mate Phil wanted to see how I got in and out of that hammock because he's dying to see if I fall out. And it's so easy really, you just sit in the middle and you just bring your legs over and voila, you're in. It's as easy as that. Well, I must admit that although things go very well most of the time and one tries to make it so I'm planning ahead, there are times I think some of you think that life is just roses and all hunky-dory here, but of course it takes a lot of effort and risk and time and money and pain and some difficulties. And the other day I had one of the most embarrassing times of my life, I think, where I was very kindly offered a place in this little group, which I've shown you already, who were singing locally in a stately home garden, the open gardens, and they wanted me to play the whistles and the drums would have been fine, but sometimes things just don't work out. I only had 2 practices, it wasn't long enough really. I can play the tunes, but when they were playing Scarborough Fair, they're playing a different key to me, so it's very difficult to come in and then play to a key that seems out of key when you're actually playing, unless you play so loud you're playing over. This is my excuse anyway. And also the boron needs to be dampened down slightly. Very humid that day, I dampened it down, it went too soft so I couldn't really play it well. But you'll see the results. I feel very embarrassed because I feel I let them down. I missed notes, I couldn't get it going, the wind blew across the whistle. I just lost it. And I didn't play well enough, and I think I put them off more than helped them. They were very kind about it, but I feel very awkward about it, and don't think I'll play in public in future for a long time if at all. I just play on my own as I have been. So my apologies to them, and it was nice of them to invite me in, and it was pleasant for a while, but I don't think I shall compliment them very well. Maybe with a drum again in future, we'll see, but who knows. So that was an awkward time, and nightmares I still have now, thinking back in that short time. Anyway, here we go then. I'll play you the event and how it happened, and how well they sang, and how well they did. And I'll miss out the awkward parts of myself, which are just so abysmal, it isn't worth showing you, so embarrassing. There we go, anyway.
To learn French and English songs. Notre répertoire aujourd'hui, ce sont des chansons populaires françaises et anglaises, très connues et connectées avec la nature. So our repertoire today are popular songs, which are, of course, French and English, but very well known by everybody and connected with nature. Nous comptons sur votre aide pour chanter avec nous. We hope that you're going to join us in singing. Et maintenant, place à la musique. Alors, Alain,
À la claire fontaine, en allant promener, il y a longtemps que je t'aime, jamais je t'oublierai.
maintenant dans le jardin de mon père. Alain, fleur.
La caille toute reine et la jolie Perrine, la caille toute reine et la jolie Perrine, et la blanche colombe qui chante jour et nuit, auprès de la blonde qui fait bon, auprès de la blonde qui fait bon. Elle chante pour les filles qui n'ont pas de mari, elle chante pour les filles qui n'ont pas de mari, pour voir le chant de guerre. Ma petite est comme l'eau, elle est comme l'eau vive, elle court comme un ruisseau que les enfants poursuivent. Courez, courez, vite si vous le pouvez, dans le laurier, le thym et le cervolet. Un jour que sous les roseaux, sauvaient mon envie, à la dérive. Voguez, voguez, demain vous accosterez. L'eau vive n'est pas encore à marier. L'eau vive n'est pas encore à marier.
All this part is group 2 and all this part is group 1. Donc groupe 1 par ici, groupe 2 par là.
Dans la forêt lointaine, on entend le coucou. Du haut de son grand chêne, lui répond le hibou. Coucou, hibou, coucou, hibou, coucou, coucou, coucou. Coucou, hibou, coucou, hibou, coucou, coucou, coucou. Dans la forêt lointaine, on entend le coucou. Du haut de son grand chêne, lui répond le hibou. Coucou, hibou, coucou, hibou, coucou, coucou, coucou.
en group 1 ou en group 2. Vent frais, vent du matin, vent qui souffle au sommet des grands pins. Joie du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent. Dead easy. 3 times together and 3 times en canon. And after that we finish with a... Alors.
Vent frais, vent du matin, vent qui souffle au sommet des grands pins. Joie du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent frais, vent du matin, vent qui souffle au sommet des grands pins. Joie du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent frais, vent du matin, vent qui souffle au sommet des grands pins. Joie du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent qui souffle au sommet des grands pins. Joie du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent qui souffle au sommet des grands pins. Joie du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent du vent qui souffle, allons dans le grand vent.
Absolutely gorgeous scene.
Do you want to fish a bird? Here we go. Yeah, milk bar's open. Stop that, Peter. Yeah, milk bar's open.
Hello.
Will you stop? I've got enough bruises. Come on, baby. Right, if you want to come in now.
What are you doing, eh?
They'll have you black and blue.
Will you? Will you? What are you doing? I've got nothing for you.
Open my pack. And one didn't have.
Put some more bread out. Try and get these fish up to the surface on the feed. Some nice fish just floating off there. Drop it out there, right next to them. Hopefully, we can persuade one to take. Nice carp there, nothing huge today, but nice. This one just going for it now. Here he goes. He's taking it. Yeah, and we're in. Oh, he's a big fish. He's a lovely fish. He's not fighting that well yet. Not suddenly go 8 shit. Big fish. Let's get him in. Rolling about. It's a lovely fish. got him. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely fish? Need a photo of this one. How well is it hooked? So that's another big fish, about £10. This is what we're after all day. Coming on the feed this evening, using floating crust. Just finishing off the last 2 hours. Oh, he's gone. No problem with him. Right, let's see if we can get some more going. Well, another beautiful fish. This one, oh, about £8 or £9. But what a lovely specimen again. Well, yesterday we were fishing, and we've got a lot of small ones as well, and the owner kindly said I could bring some back so that we could use them as bait later. The poor little things are going to be used for catching big fish. 1 or 2 of them will stay in the tank for a while, and they're doing very well actually. They were feeding away this morning and they like it in there. It's a bit too small for them all, but they won't be in there long, I can assure you. But rather fun to have that going, especially if you're a fisherman. You'll understand that live baiting in some cases is a very good way to catch the larger predators, which is what we want to do. We've got the fish tank set up there in that corner of the room. Well, we had the trap set up for the moles, and we caught 1 mole a few days ago, and now we've caught the daddy mole, I think, at last, which is much better. They make such a mess, but here he is, and the mole trap works. Having got these 2 units, I've decided at the end of this one, slight mark here, and it's a bit boring, and it's also not quite in line with that. Well, I thought it'd be rather nice of you to have another little unit here, a 3-shelf spice rack or something, or to put herbs and stuff in. I'm going to take some old planks of pine I got outside and make something for that. Should be quite fun. And I should just finish this bit of kitchen up, I think. Here we are out in the workshop, and we've got these old bits of pine, and they are old. But they should come out quite nicely if they're planed. I should be able to get all I need out of them with a bit of luck. So I've got my design made, and we'll just measure up all the parts and see where we go. Right, first thing I've got to do is cut all the pieces to size. When I've got all the pieces to size, I'll show you what we've got. And once they've been cut to size, they've got to be planed to size. So we're cutting them just slightly larger than we need so that we get them down nice and square afterwards. So once you've given that plane down, we get a nice bit of wood like that. Old and slightly worn, got some marks or 2 in it, gives it an antique effect. That'll do nicely. That's basically cut, those bits are planed up, and I'm just gluing up this bit of wood here for the planks on the back. And tomorrow we'll shape those and finish planing them off and put it together. And it should be as easy as that, as a basic buff little shelf cupboard. Well, that plank's now nice and dry, so we can take that off and give that the planing off. We've got the back made here with 2 pieces glued together again, using the same technique as that cutting board, just doweling the joints. Well, there we are, that's the back shaped up now and planed up. Now just got to shape up the sides and mark it all up, ready for putting together. Right, I've marked up these around the end. Going to drill holes all the way along here and then bring these into a curve to the hole to give it a traditional old English type pattern to the sides. Then the shelves are going to be going onto here, and there'll be a front panel in front of each one here, here, and so on. What we're saying is there's going to be a front panel there, and there'll be a shelf coming across here like that. What I'm going to do is try and cut these together in one go. So I'll G-clamp these together now, and hopefully we can get them to give it exactly the same pattern each side. A bit of drill through completely, carefully, and then just as I'm coming through the other side I want to stop, just check it and see, yes, I'm just coming through, but I'm going to, right, that's gone that way. Now if we turn them over, you can see where they're just coming through here. I should be able to go back through now so that we get a nice drilled hole in each of these. Look, now this one. So what we want now is to cut into these to give that pattern. quite nice, isn't it? Right, so now we've got the 3 patterns on here, here and here. But I want to also cut out here, and I've made 2 holes there to give a heart shape. So that if I go like this, I should now be able to get a heart going from there. Like that. And the other side the same. All I've got to do then is just take off this. There's my heart. Just need a little bit of sanding up, but the basic pieces are ready now to screw the pilot holes with the screws and put together. Okay, now I've marked up where all my pilot holes are going for the various parts, and I'm going to go straight through on all of them. Make life much easier. And I want the drill bit to be about the same thickness as the screw, because the screw isn't going to bite into the wood it's going through, it's going to bite into the wood behind it. There we are then, all the holes drilled. Right, now we can start putting it together. Shorter one, that is. Took the wrong ones, wasn't I? Like that. And you'll soon get the idea of what we're doing. So we're on the way now. Just got to put in most of these bits of sharpening like this. There we are then. All put together. Ready to sand up and then varnish. Well, here we are then. So we've got it varnished now, just giving it a light sanding over, so we'll give it a coat of varnish and then maybe another little bit of sanding. Little bits here and there that just want sorting out. Well, we're coming towards the end of film 8, so I'll just take you outside to the gardens again on a grey, rather damp, muggy day. But grey or not, it's still very beautiful. And the irises are all coming out now. A lovely selection of irises along the front garden of my neighbour's garden here. And as usual, the birds singing away. The banana tree I transplanted from the greenhouse is growing okay here as well. And Dot's just going to plant one of these lilies in the garden in memory of her son, who died in a motorbike accident. She asked if she could do that, and I said what a lovely idea. And the yucca tree is one that Leslie gave me the other day from her new house she's doing up. That's better, isn't it? That'll do it, yes. What was your son's name?
Derek.
And the grapevine's coming out up nicely on my garden here. We've got grapes, flowers actually forming on it, you can see here. Meanwhile, the gardens are still progressing. Peas are now coming up very nicely, and we have some broad beans that are doing quite well, and in between some runner beans, which is why I put those metal stakes up. Yesterday I went to the market, so I bought some leeks, planted those in, and we've got a marrow or a potiron growing here, and one or two others in the background just trying to come through. And in the greenhouse things are still gently growing on, nice and steadily in the cool. One or two plants seem to have dropped back, but there's our lettuce coming through. In the back garden, bless her, Dot's found, when she was working away, that at the base of this lamp there's a lovely slab. Not only that, but if we come back to the table area here, which was only just big enough for the chair and table, all of this area here she's now cleared away, and we've discovered this concrete underneath there, so it makes a much better seating area. On the fig tree that I bought from England, we've got figs growing already. Let's hope now they're in France. We seem to have removed the mould, which is great, so the lawn can grow. And again, bless her, Dot's managed to clear the little pond area. The pond is really too shallow, but it's nice for wildlife area, and she's cleared all the way around these beds, which look absolutely great now. And another iris of mine. Well, yesterday we were doing the little unit to go in the kitchen. That's now completed, and the second coat of varnish, and shortly I'll fit that to finish this video off. This afternoon, Friday, I have the lesson, so I'll be sharing that lesson with you in acrylics later too. Right, well, we've got the little shelf unit made, and it's now in position, and the next thing is to put a few spices and herbs and things into it. So there we are, it just finishes off this bit of the kitchen, and once the unit here is done and the cowling's up, the kitchen will be virtually done. Dot's just about finished doing the little curtains to go here, which is rather nice. Just need finalising and tacking properly, but there we are, that's that unit done. As I say, it saved me over €1,000, and I get a much nicer piece, I think, rather than the more modern expensive work. It's more traditional, it's more in keeping with the house, I think. So I'm happy with that. We just got the extractor to finish, and this bit of the kitchen is acceptable. Right, last week it was water and pastel, wasn't it? And today we're going to do acrylics. We've got another student just joining us in a minute from England, come all the way just to paint here with me. It's great, isn't it?
You think.
And all we're going to need today is a very simple set of brushes, just these
Right.
here. There we are, they've all succeeded and finished and made frame paintings today in a matter of just over 2 hours, which isn't bad for a finished painting, is it, when you think about it? Especially Leslie, because you never would have believed before that you would have finished in this sort of time period, would you?
Never.
I mean, you're now producing paintings, finished paintings that you hopefully quite like, but within such a short space of time. Well done. Excellent. Next time, snow. Well, now we have everything in use. I've got Leslie and Dot here for tea tonight. Leslie's brought us some fresh cod. I'm making a beer batter, and we're going to have traditional English fish and chips. So I've made some batter with Belgian beer, black pepper, salt, eggs, flour, and we have the deep fryer on with the chips in right now. And after the chips are done, in will go the fish. A good shake up. I've used my traditional chip maker here, this lovely old, I think it's Victorian or whatever chip maker, what period this one is. But you just press the potatoes through it and it makes the most wonderful chips, so I'm having to slice them up. Right, chips are now done, so now for the fish. I should be able to just coat them in flour, have the batter ready. So we will take the batter straight into the fat, and voila! And they're all cooking away in there nicely.
But it was interesting what the...
There we are,
the
nice
young lad
cooked,
said
crispy,
yesterday,
fresh
Chris,
cod.
that's doing the labouring.
Is that good? It's too hot.
Oh gosh, that is beautiful. Where are you Wednesday?
On the lunch, at the lunch.
So
Oh, yeah,
the batter's good as it will. Is it what you expect? It's okay? Good. And you've already said it is Leslie, and
Yes, I like it.
it's good. So, a second portion of fish from my portion. Now I can sit in and have my fish at last, and join the rest. But there's plenty more fish here if you want. As you see now, the plates are empty except for one little piece of fish, which I think Leslie is taking home for her supper tomorrow night, because bless her, she can't manage on her own these days as easily. And with the sheep as well, she needs a little help, you know. So we've had a great time anyway.
More like 81, I think.
And now we've just discovered that it's Leslie's birthday, and we're not going to mention the age because it wouldn't be polite for a lady. Mind you, as she isn't a lady, it doesn't really matter. But we're going to sing happy birthday again for her because it wasn't on camera. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Leslie, happy birthday to you. Oh, she's gone all red, look.